Socrates was a special man. He lived in Athens, Greece a long time ago. Socrates was a philosopher. That means he loved wisdom. He loved to think about life's big questions. Socrates didn't write any books. We know about him from his students. Plato was his most famous student. Plato wrote about Socrates' life and ideas. Socrates is still important today. He taught us how to think. He showed us how to ask questions. Let's learn more about Socrates. Let's explore his life and ideas. Socrates was born around 470 BC. We don't know much about his early life. His father was a sculptor. His mother was a midwife. Socrates grew up in Athens. Athens was a powerful city. It was a center of learning and culture. As a young man, Socrates learned his father's trade, but he was more interested in ideas. He loved to talk and debate. Socrates believed in asking questions. He wanted to understand the world around him. Socrates had a unique way of teaching. He used questions to make people think. He didn't give answers. He wanted people to find the answers themselves. This method is called the Socratic method. It's still used today in schools and universities. Socrates believed in truth and justice. He questioned everything. He challenged people's beliefs. He wanted them to think critically. Socrates' ideas were controversial. Some people admired him. Others felt threatened by him. Socrates' ideas made him enemies. Some powerful people in Athens accused him of corrupting the youth. They put him on trial. Socrates defended himself bravely. He argued for freedom of thought and speech, but the jury found him guilty. They sentenced him to death. Socrates was given a cup of poisoned hemlock. He drank it calmly and died. Socrates' death was a tragedy, but his ideas lived on. Socrates left behind a powerful legacy. He is considered the father of Western philosophy. His ideas influenced countless thinkers. Plato, Aristotle, and many others built on his work. Socrates taught us the importance of critical thinking. He showed us that questioning is essential to learning. His legacy continues to inspire us today. Socrates' ideas are still relevant today. In a world of information overload, critical thinking is more important than ever. We need to question what we read and hear. We need to think for ourselves. Socrates' emphasis on truth and justice is also timeless. We need to stand up for what we believe in. We need to fight for a better world. Socrates can teach us a lot about life. He can teach us about ourselves. We can learn from his courage. Socrates stood up for his beliefs, even in the face of death. We can learn from his humility. Socrates knew that he didn't have all the answers. He was always searching for truth. Socrates believed in the power of questions. He knew that questions can change the world. When we ask questions, we open our minds. We start to see things differently. Questions challenge us to think critically. They help us to grow and learn. Socrates was an extraordinary man. He was a philosopher, a teacher, and a martyr. His life and death continue to inspire us today. They remind us of the importance of truth, justice, and the power of questions. Socrates' legacy is a gift to us all. Let us honor his memory by continuing to ask questions and seek truth.